Well, I'm just finished seeing Blackmores Blood, and this is Jimi Anderson. Blackmores Blood is a tribute to Deep Purple. When did you form the band, Jimi?
Well, it wasn't me. I've just joined them in the just before the pandemic, about 2018-19. I think they've been going about 6-7 years. They're all from Newcastle, Sunderland. So they had another guy called Jimi, strangely enough, singing, but unfortunately Jimi died recently. So anyway, I came in. So I've been with them about 3 or 4 years.
3 or 4 years now. Deep Purple formed in 1968. Do you have early memories of seeing the band in their heyday?
I never saw Deep Purple. The first time I saw any of them was Whitesnake at the Glasgow Apollo, the Come and Get It album, and then I saw all the Whitesnake stuff. Saw Dio since 1983, the Holy Diver, Last in Line, and then until the Apollo finished. And then after that, I've seen Whitesnake a million times, and Coverdale, and I've seen Gillan. I love all the singers. I've seen Richie Blackmore only once when he just played recently, about 2017.
2017.
Because my friends in a band called Mostly Autumn, they were supporting him, so that was in Glasgow. So,
wow.
But again, Richie Blackmore's he's the king. He's the king of guitar.
Today, the band have released 22 studio albums,
Yep.
45 live, and 15 videos. What album sticks out the most for you in being the best album released?
By Deep Purple or Rainbow?
By Deep Purple.
By Deep Purple, it's got to be the Burn album for me. I loved.
And what a fantastic song to start the set off with as well.
David Coverdale and Ronnie Dio are my two guys, but then I love Ian Gillan as well. So with him, it would be the Machine Head album.
Machine Head album.
Burn for sure.
Who would you say was the best vocalist of Deep Purple?
For me, it's David Coverdale.
David Coverdale.
Yeah.
What was the role of music in the early years of your life, having formed first band Sahara and then Hardline before being picked up as picked up by Elliot David for Wet manager?
So since a kid, my mum used to send me for singing lessons, so I've sung since I was 6 years old, and then up until about 12, the first band I was in, friends from used to come from a place called Rigside, and playing strangely enough, Rush and Deep Purple. That was before my voice broke. Jeez. Then my voice broke, so I had to stop singing, and then I got my voice back again. So I 16, couldn't wait to get a driving license, and then I used to play keyboards as well. So all of that, and then come and listen to all the Rainbow, Deep Purple.
Well, I remember seeing you many years ago with A Foreigner's Journey.
Yes.
And you played the Dreadnought. I'm sure you played the Dreadnought.
Yes, I didn't play the Dreadnought with them. I used to play the Ferry.
The Ferry. Possibly that might have been where I seen you. And I was like thinking, wow, what a fantastic vocalist.
Thank you. Yeah, that would be 2009 till about 2013.
Yes, it would have been around about that time.
Yeah. So you go way back.
So I'm still, yes.
You don't look old enough.
I know, I'm 21 still. You've also formed the Jimi Anderson group as well. Tell me a wee bit about how you formed that band.
I've always written songs all through my life. When I was with the Hardline with Elliot Davis, we got picked up by them in 1987. He was trying to promote the first rock band, but unfortunately I broke my leg midway through their tenure with them.
Right. And
by the time I got back, it was the 90s, early 90s, and rock music was done. So it was grunge. What was the last bit of the question again?
Just about forming the band.
Forming my band.
Formed your own band, yeah.
So after I sort of gave up music for a while, and I moved to Tenerife, lived there for a few years, and I came back and I started writing loads of stuff again and demoing it. And then since I've been living in York, my wife Cam, we had got a little bit of money, and I went up to a friend of mine who's got a studio in Motherwell. Used to run it with Graham Duffin from Wet, the guitar player.
Right, okay.
And Sandy Jones, who used to be in a band with the Wet management years ago. And so I did the first album, A Long Time Coming, with them in 2015 or something. And then I did another one called I Belong in 2018.
Wow, unbelievable.
So just need to earn some more money.
So what song would you consider being the hardest song to play live of Deep Purple? That's my very last question.
To sing. All of the Dio stuff's up there, but the harder vocally for me is the Graham Bonnet stuff. he just sings that little bit higher with a different voice. But Dio, Stargazer, Long Live Rock and Roll, Kill the King, they all that and Since You've Gone, they've got these mad key changes at the end of the song. But just since I've been doing it, you just find a place in your voice.
Yeah. Who would say is your biggest influence then?
Singing wise, I think Ronnie Dio's my favourite guy. And Coverdale, just the way they evolved as singers. You listen to them earlier, and then they just got better and better. Always challenged themselves. That I like to do. That.
If you were to front either Whitesnake now or Deep Purple, what band would it be?
It would be Whitesnake. I just like their thing, but I don't know.
But David Coverdale retiring. But David Coverdale retiring now. If you were asked to front Whitesnake,
Richie Blackmore's Rainbow,
right?
I'd rather do that because he plays all the songs, doesn't he? He does what these guys do.
Well, thanks very much for the interview, Jimmy. It's been a pleasure, and I'll look forward to probably seeing you in Bathgate actually later on in the year in October.
At the end of the year,
I think you're playing the Regal.
All right, just give me a wee shout then.
Brilliant.
If I can get you in the back door.
Oh, thanks very much. Thanks very much for your time, Jimmy. It's much appreciated. Thank you.